Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Motors with the Motivator. Y'all, I have had a heck of a week, heck of times. Listen, um, I am so grateful for tonight. First off, do me a favor, everybody share this out, share it out, share it out. Share the feeds in all your groups, share the feed in your relationship rooms, share the feed in your business rooms, share the feed in Birmingham rooms, Texas room, Huntsville, Mississippi, wherever you are, share this out to those rooms right now. What's going on? I'm your boy, the one, the only, your favorite motivational speaker and life coach, the motivator, Joshua J. Webb. Did I also mention I'm your favorite podcast host? Yeah, listen, you're tuned in today to Motors with the Motivator. And of course, we're on the Not Necessarily Political Network. Yeah, there's that logo right there to support them. Yeah. All right, and we got to say what's up to my friends on Spotify, Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcast, all the podcast networks. Y'all, next week, I promise you, I'm going to give y'all a list of every network we're on. But I'm grateful that you guys are tuned in at 7 o'clock right here on Motors with the Motivator on Wednesday night. Y'all, we got your crew back in the building. We got them. But first, we got to pay some bills, right? I got to pay some bills. Real quickly, I want to mention to you guys, we do not endorse or we don't endorse candidates on this show. We do market them if they pay advertising fees. And Lenny Malone is running for District 7 City Council. He has an upcoming big announcement this coming Saturday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. at 330 Jefferson, 3300 Jefferson Avenue Southwest, Birmingham, Alabama. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm sorry. But his announcement is this weekend. Also this weekend, y'all, I'm doing my small Black business weekend. We got some amazing vendors that are coming. It's free admission to you guys to come. We're going to be at A1 Daiquiri. Come out, support, come buy as much as you can from these amazing vendors that are going to be rocking the house. We got a child vendor going to be there so you guys can support the youth. What else? Yeah. And listen, if you're a small business owner and you want to put some information in a swag bag, you can. Guy, what's good afternoon? What up, guy? All right. So we want to make sure that we get the rest of our great people. Hey, she's on the show tonight. Coco, the experience. I call her my Cocoa Puffs, y'all, because she's always busting with excitement and always making it do what it do. Make sure you guys tune in to her show, the Cocoa Experience, on Friday nights now, right here on all your social media platforms. You can check her out. Once again, we do not do endorsement of candidates, but Mr. Keith O. Williams is running for City Council District 6. There's his information. You can reach out to Keith and find out what his plan is, what he wants to do for the city of Birmingham. Y'all, we're going to try to have him on the show, and we welcome any political candidates that are running for office. I don't care what district you're running in, who you're running against. You're more than welcome to come on the show and advertise what you got going on. What is this? This is to remind you guys, listen, so my vendors, I still got 4 vendor spots open. It's $50. If you're interested in being a vendor, let me know. All right, German Way Pros, listen, these guys are amazing at what they do. Please reach out to them, 1-888-789-GERMS-4376. Make sure you reach them. They kill 99% of germs and viruses, including COVID. All right, and special plea, y'all, listen, it costs a lot to keep this show going. As a matter of fact, we had to pay a bill before we got on the air. I'll just be that transparent and tell you, we need your sponsorship. We need your advertising dollars. We need your donation. And so we have a Venmo. We have a PayPal. We have a Cash App. We got Facebook Pay. However you want to give a donation, please give us a donation. I'll say it just like that, as sincere as ever. Make a donation to the show. No donations too small, no donations too big, because it comes from you and it comes from your heart. and we love that about you. Want to also talk about Miss Sean and her natural hair. Make sure you guys reach out to her. She can do your hair so good you will feel like a brand new person. Relax your mind and let your hair just be free. Let it roam, you know. And of course, for my folks that's talking about you want to get nasty, and all that stuff, contact T Abrams of T Spot, the adult company for you. She'll definitely make sure that you are doing what you do, right? And Miss Rayana, who is an amazing business owner, you need some mink lashes, some custom lip gloss, some bangle bracelets, custom risen charms, keychains. Reach out to her. She's a small Black business owner that's young, that's trying to make it out here, and we want to make sure that we are supporting her. All right, y'all. So we got a few more advertisers that we're going to talk about later on in the show. But I'm excited because my crew is back, y'all. These are the experts or the panelists, if you will. Each get on my nerve, various reasons. But I'm going to start out tonight introducing them all. I just introduced her just a second ago. She's the amazing host of the Coco Experience. She's the owner of Coco Creativity. She is she's the peace and harmony one of the group tonight, y'all. We're going to see how peaceful she is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Moses with the Motivator. My girl, my homie, my sister, Coco. Hey, Coco.
Hey, y'all.
How you doing tonight?
Good.
Good. All right. My next guest, y'all listen. She's the loudmouth of the group. Y'all see what Coco got? She ain't bring me none. All right. Coco, move your camera over just a little bit.
Hold on, let me flip
that. All right, while she fixes that, y'all, we're going to move her out the way. This next one is another one of my friends. This is my sister that is she gets on my nerve. She my sister this week because we beefing. She done made a whole plate and ain't gave me none. But then again, we're not in the same state. But she's the loudmouth instigator of the crew. Let me bring Coco back up. But she's the loudmouth instigator of the crew, Miss Bianca. Let's see if we can get Bianca up here.
Hey, everyone. Hey, B. Hey, Coco.
Hey.
Oh, don't act all sweet and innocent.
Listen,
how you doing today?
Innocent, okay, don't just. I'm good. How are you?
How you doing today? I like your hairdo.
Well, thank you, sir.
See, you kill them with kindness so they won't kick you off tonight. Hallelujah. No, just playing. All right, the next one. He's the wise, cool daddy of the crew. He's James's amen corner, but also he has a mind of his own because tonight he said he bringing the smoke, the flame, the fire, and he said he coming for Coco and he coming for Bianca tonight with these conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Luan to the conversation. What up, D?
Luan, did you say all that?
What's happening, people? First of all, Bianca and said ad-lib adding, but hey, it is what it is.
Oh,
I'm on my best behavior tonight.
We just got started.
All right. So, if people are wondering, we do have other panelists that will be joining us tonight. But so for those that are asking, yes, James will be on tonight. He's actually wrapping up a session, but he'll be joining us later on in the show. So please, all his fans don't go nowhere. I already got some fans and people inboxing him saying that they believe in him and they support all the stuff he's saying. Whatever. But tonight, y'all. Somebody say tonight.
Tonight.
We got a special guest. She popped in on last week and she bought some fire of her own. She told James to go stop being Captain Save Her Home. She is none other than one of my really good friends, and she's an amazing author. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back to the show, Dr. LaTracy. What up, lady?
Hey, thanks for having me on the show tonight.
Hey,
are you coming on more civilized today? You coming on civilized because last time you came on like I had to get on here real quick. So you good?
Hey, I'm tired.
You tired? Okay, all right. Well, y'all, these are our panelists tonight. The people that are watching right now, go ahead and flood us with some comments, flood us with everything. Let's check in real quick. How's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Doing good.
Doing pretty good.
Good. Yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about tonight. Some of these comments were already submitted in that we did, and others are new ones. But we're gonna start off with the last one that came in this evening, and it actually came from one of Bianca's, I guess, fans, because Bianca apparently has fans now, and he is not here. So can you resend that to me, or can you just ask the question yourself?
Me?
Yeah, go ahead, ask the question.
Oh, okay. So, one of the questions was, when men meet women with children, what is his mindset going into trying to date her, or just getting to know her all the way around?
All right, I'm gonna let one handle that one.
I'm gonna need you to answer.
Seeing as though I have dated a couple of ladies that have kids, it's a soft situation that you have to deal with because the kid is part of the package. And if you don't want to deal with the kid, you really don't want to deal with the mom. It's plain and simple as that. You have to make allowances. You have to, yield certain situations, and you just have to tread lightly when you're dating the one with a kid. So,
Right.
All right, Josh, what is your thought?
So seeing that I've dated a few women that have had kids as well, I've learned that you have to first build trust with the woman. You got to be upfront with her that what your intentions are, but also you need to find out how soon, because you don't want to rush it, but you want to see how soon before you can open up that bridge of really getting to know the kids and getting their trust and learning them. But it's really, really tricky dating a woman with kids because if you guys don't work out, it's almost like you've made an imprint on the kids' lives. But if you're no longer in that picture, kids start asking millions of questions. So it's important that you definitely time out that dating experience. Coco, what you think? Because I want to know the flip side of this for women when dating a man that has kids.
So when dating a man with having kids, which my man does have kids, it's a little different because I wasn't expecting him to be as he just really started introducing me to his kids, like bringing me around more. Actually now, so he actually had a time frame that before it was that he introduced his kids. So I thought that was good because a lot of times we just look at it as women are secure over their kids. So I thought that was a good thing that he did. But it is hard, especially when it's multiple parents involved. Dealing with the personalities, you just as a woman, you just have to let him be a man and handle those situations himself, and not get too involved.
Okay. Before I go on, yeah, we got a special guest with us tonight. This person has decided to grace us with their presence. They have been on a whirlwind tour since being on the show last week. Apparently, they have started their own group. I'm a man, and I say what I want to say. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder and the co-founder of that, James. Auntie Kevin don't want you up there. What up, James?
Hey, James!
What's going on, y'all? What's happening? What's happening?
You get some claps tonight, okay?
I appreciate it.
Oh, we getting the hand claps. All right, hand claps.
What up, James? Y'all, because he came to deliver to his fans and to us tonight, y'all. This is what we've been waiting on.
So James, before we go on, the question: what's the expectations that that a man should have, right, when dating a woman with kids? So you want to answer that, James?
What expectations?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the man. I think that's going to depend on the man and his age. Honestly, man, I don't think, other than my first wife, because we come out of high school together, every woman I've ever been with or dated had kids. So for me, it just wasn't no big deal for real. I mean, you have some women that are going to keep you away from your child for a minute until they get to know you better. Then you have some who don't care. So I think it really depends on that man and that woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, Dr. LaTrace, what's your take on dating a man that has kids?
I'm a community mom. So, I mean, kids just flock to me. And the fact that I have children of my own, there's always kids in the house pre-COVID. Look, you hear me? Pre-COVID. Can't have a whole house full of them, all those Journey babies. But I just love kids overall. So it doesn't matter. Now, if he does not take care of his children, then we're going to have another discussion. And then we will not be together. And so I just watch how he interacts with his children and how he provides for his children and how engaged he is, especially if he has girls. So that's my take on it. And for me personally, having kids, I have daughters, and so I'm very protective of my girls. And so if you do meet my daughters, most times it's because of business, not because of personal. And so people say, "Oh well, oh I know, baby girl, because she did this, and this." Or I know your older daughter because she performed here or there. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm very protective of my babies. And if you come around and you embrace them and build a relationship with them and then you want to disappear, then we're gonna have an issue because you did build that bond with my babies. And girls are very um they attach themselves. And so I watch how I allow men to engage with my kids.
Okay. Bianca, since you brought this to the table, what's your take?
Well, when I first met my husband, I already had two sons, and my sons were babies. Um, like literally, one was 9 months, and the other one was almost 2. So they were really young. Um, Meeting him, he always wanted children. So at first, I think it probably was like a little uneasy for him just because he had to transition. Meanwhile, he was in the military at the time. So it was like, he was a little skeptical. And then as our relationship grew, we started having kids of our own. We now have 3 kids of our own. And yeah, so I mean, for me, it worked out good because he is a family guy. So he always wanted children. And my kids took to him good. And my oldest is about to be 18, and my middle son is 15, about to be 16. So it's been a long journey with him.
All right, cool. All right, so y'all, we got a lot of topics to clear. Headway through tonight. So, Coco, hit us with your topic that you have for the night.
Which one?
What is he doing behind that board?
Josh, which one you want to talk about first? I had came across
You
a
back?
couple things today. Let's start with, why do men hold on to women they don't want a relationship with?
Yes, let's hit on this. So let me first state this. I don't believe that. Wait, first off, rephrase your question again.
Why do men hold on to women they don't want a relationship with?
Well, the main question would be why is the woman still there? Because a woman knows when a man wants a relationship or not. She knows when she's just the beneficial, or is she really going to be the main, or there's going to be something built from that. Now, the other guys may disagree with me, but I would just ask that question of why she's still there. I can't really answer why he holding on to her, but my question would be why is she still there?
Okay,
James,
James.
James, we want to hear your input. And Mr. Dwight, we gonna get to you.
So that question can be answered, and it's fairly simple. He wants all the benefits of her, but not the commitment. I mean, it's simple. Um, he wants all those benefits she's gonna offer him because a lot of women throw themselves into the relationship. He's gonna get the homemaker, the wife, the lover, the friend, and all of that. But he wants that out to where if somebody else comes along or if he decides he wants to go play, he has no obligation. There's no commitment there. So yeah, baby, I'm gonna keep you around. I'm gonna keep you close. But as far as the title of boyfriend, girlfriend, babe, boo, Bobby, whatever, I don't want that. I just want the benefits of it. And the problem is, like Josh said, though, is why does the woman stay around that?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a whole nother issue that can be dealt with. Some women, I think, just some
say it.
women have some issues, abandonment type issues or something that they may be dealing with, and they're holding on to the first thing that came along. As long as as long as he shows her some attention, she'd rather have something than nothing. And so you get a lot of women in that type of situation. You have some women where, honestly, she may feel the same way he does. She wants all the benefits of it, but no commitment. So she's, you know what I'm saying? So
They
it
may
can
be
run
beneficial
both
to
ways.
each.
What's that?
They may be beneficial to each other.
Right, right. We got a mutual thing going on, but we don't want this commitment, and we don't need these titles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One.
I mean, I look at it like this here. A man will only do what a woman allows him to do. If she is not putting standards or I don't want to say whatever, but she's not some kind of rules or whatever for the relationship and just letting that man do what he wants to do, that's exactly what he's going to do. And if she puts up with it, if she know he's out there, I'm gonna use the word catting around, and she knows it, but she's on it and not speaking up about it, man, gonna continue to do that.
So, ladies, why do y'all stick around?
To be honest, a lot of it has to do with the lack of self-worth. If that woman not can and will have better, then she will settle. If she believes that he is as good as it gets or he is comfortable, you know, men or women, we don't like to go through the whole getting to know each other again
Right.
and telling all the business and hey, my favorite color is, I mean, all of that. We don't want to do all of that. And so when you're comfortable with a person, sometimes you settle for the nonsense. And so you can say, oh, well, he's good in this area or that area, or he pays my bills, or he's good in bed, or, whatever the case may be. But being realistic, it boils down to low self esteem and low self worth.
Okay. Bianca, Coco?
I say that a lot of people settle because, as Dr. LaTracy said, is that people don't want to start over. They don't want to get to know people. You know, starting over repeatedly. Getting to know from the beginning. You know, what's your favorite color and so forth. So I do believe that people just end up settling for what comes first and thinking that it's the next best thing, and they'll rather have something than nothing.
And I agree with the ladies. I definitely just think that, they want that companionship, and a lot of the times, like Dr. LaTracy said, it all boils down to your self-worth and just knowing that, you don't have to settle. So I think a lot of times that's why we just tough it out.
Well, just I think there's always a boundaries of, once again, I'm gonna say what I said last week. Communication is key to find out what you guys have. What is that? If it's a relationship, if it's a boo thing, if it's a side thing, like what is that? And to the folk that just take me, we're not looking down because I'm literally producing the show tonight. So I have to look and make sure stuff is still running. But it's all about communication. Is an important factor of knowing what you are. Like if Coco and James were dating, Coco needs to find out, is it a real relationship or are we just having a fling? Like it's important. But ladies, you can't be so
Be careful. Be careful. Be careful.
Tread lightly.
I
Very
just say
lightly.
tread very lightly.
bless you, James. Bless you, brother.
Yeah, be very careful now.
Right. Ladies, if in a relationship, well, if you're talking to someone, you can't expect him to read your mind, and more importantly, every dude that you talk to is not potentially your Prince Charming. That's just a roll stop. Like you got to.
There you go. See, you just sparked it. There she go. Come on, Doc. Get it. Come on.
Let's just put it out
She
there.
got a hand.
No.
I agree with you to a point. Now, the point that I disagree is men normally shut down and they have a lack of communication because they have not been properly taught how to articulate how they feel.
Why do you always wait a minute? Why do you always come up with that? Why is that always y'all answer? We don't know how we feel. We feel. We just y'all just don't know how to handle when we
Now
decide.
wait a minute.
Here, I
Wait a
feel.
minute. No.
Y'all get to this place where you're like, oh, I can't believe. Is this really what you mean? Well, you want us to be honest and tell you what we feel, and then even when we say it, y'all look at us like we're speaking from another language.
Okay, negative. And the reason why I'm just going to leave it at one word, at negative, is because even
Did she
down.
say negative?
I did.
That's what she said.
Because even down to business, the motivator and I, are we working on a project together? Business project?
Say it again.
Aren't we working on business projects? Don't we have events coming up? And didn't you shut down the last 2 days? In the midst of it's a yes or no. No.
First off, hold on.
It's a yes or no because I gotta keep going with my thought.
There's
Yes
a difference when everybody has a different way of handling stuff, right? So we are working on a business project, but also let's look at the factor of if things happen, right? So most people who do not know, Julia Juarez, who's a really good friend of mine's daughter, who's like my niece, passed away. Her funeral was yesterday. I didn't want to deal with nobody, and whether we're friends or business partners, I didn't want to talk to anybody yesterday. I had several people that are in the same circle that me and Bianca are in who called me yesterday and did not talk to them. Matter of fact, I got a bunch of text messages from them. Fred, I barely talked to Fred yesterday, and Fred knows I used to call his phone every day over at him. So, like, for me, is a thing of everybody handles stuff differently, and even if you're in the midst of a business deal,
Yeah.
you can't force yourself to be business mindset because of the fact you're already in this place of okay, I really need to
I'm
first I
agreeing,
got to process all this that has happened,
I'm agreeing with you.
right?
I,
And
I'm,
so people don't understand that like you got to take you a moment and say, "Wow, wait,
I'm
got
I
it,
agreeing
don't think
with you.
that's not. I don't think that's the same thing though.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what
Right.
I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you, Josh, on that concept because I spoke to you yesterday.
right,
That's not what I'm talking about.
right."
I'm
But I
talking
knew
about
that we were supposed to do a podcast. We didn't do a podcast,
you're
Josh,
not
just
listening.
shh. Just be
Hush.
quiet, Josh. Just hush,
What I'm
please.
saying is men and women have different ways of communication. And men normally shut down to process how they're feeling, which is fine. But one of the things that you did say to me was, I have to shut down to process this day. I was just agreeing with you. I know that that is true, but women do articulate and communicate differently than men. That was my only point. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying you're right, and I agree with you, and you needed to take that time. Yesterday and today. We good. All I'm saying is that we as men and women communicate differently, whether it is business or personal. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, Doc, I hear you, and I agree with you. Yes, men and women do uh, conversate differently, and men and women process feelings different. But why is it always the women that said the men are not effectively communicating? I have been in situations where I have dated females who have not effectively communicated with me. I have made my feelings and intentions completely and totally, and they don't effectively communicate.
Did your actions line up to what your words were saying?
Say
Oh,
that again.
did your actions line up to what your words were saying?
I didn't hear you.
Y'all heard me. In the back, y'all heard me. Did your actions
My
line
actions
up?
always total up to my words. I believe in actions. I don't believe in words.
Okay. But you okay, you are a rare breed.
What was that
wait,
look?
hold on. I did not mean to do that. The Kevin did it itself.
What I will say
Oh,
is
mm.
there are women that do not know how to effectively communicate. All I was saying was that normally women do articulate what they need, and men normally shut down when they have a lot on their plate. That's all I'm saying.
And
It's
that is true because Joshua just said that he,
I
you know,
I will.
But most guys, every guy is differently of how they handle situations as well too.
y'all
Not
all
every guy shuts down.
that's
I
y'all,
will admit I'm a person that shuts down.
yeah, but some don't even communicate at all. So, like, you will say, okay, listen, today this is how I'm feeling. I just want you all, everybody to know this is how I'm feeling today. I really don't want to talk to anybody, or I don't feel like being bothered. You know, everybody can say, okay, well, we respect you have whatever it is going on. You kind of just need your time. Instead of you saying that, you just shut down and don't nobody know what's going on. And everybody's trying to reach out to you because we want to know what's going on, what happened, like how you feeling, what is going on at the time that you just shut down and don't tell nobody nothing. There is a difference in that. Communicate verbally, just saying, I don't want to be bothered, fine. Shutting down and don't nobody know what's going on, that's a whole nother thing.
right. And that's why I was telling Josh, I said, you were right. You did say yesterday, listen, this is what I'm dealing with, and I need to shut down. I'll re I'll get back in touch with you either tomorrow or the next day. And I was cool with that. So you articulated that, but you did just say on the flip side that you did shut down. So most people didn't know what was going on with you. You just shut down. Now he looking bad. Yeah, I see
This
that.
is true. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to fix the people's voices are chopping. And I'm trying to fix it on this end. My apologies, but I hear you. Um, can we do something real quickly? Can each of you say something? Because I'm trying to fix this.
Hello?
Hey, Mike,
Hey.
Coco, wait a minute. Coco, say something.
Mike check.
I one,
Uh, what?
you're the one that's chopping up.
Look,
Hey,
James got us on mute
you're
over there.
freezing and you're chopping up.
Mic check. Mic check.
I hear him clear.
No, I'm saying one, you're freezing up though, and it's causing your voice thing to be a time delay.
Yeah,
No, no.
Dewan has got a delay going on.
Oh,
So I'm sorry, y'all. Those that are
I don't know
watching,
what is going
trying
on.
to fix
You want
stuff
me to
while
log out
we're
and
on
come back?
air. We're trying to fix stuff while we're on air, y'all. So my apologies. Once again, you're tuned in to Moses with the
This
Motivator.
is real life stuff going on here.
Right, on air, on air. Listen, welcome to. She said, he said, part two, and once again, we have we have James, we have Dr. LaTracy, we have Bianca, we have Coco, and yeah, we're just having natural conversations. And feel free to ask your own questions in the comment box as well, and we'll bring that to light as well. So, how do y'all individually, ladies? How do y'all expect men to share what they're going through? Like, what do y'all want? What is the ideal?
The idea for a man to share how he's feeling is for him to sit down and talk to me. But men tend to, have that one male friends or they boys or whatever that they confide in. And so it depends on the length of the relationship that you've been talking to that man. Because men have to build trust in their woman to actually kind of that woman to become his best friend, so where he feels comfortable in coming to you and actually telling you what's going on.
Mhm.
Okay, Bianca.
I agree with Coco. She said that very well. And yeah, I agree with Coco.
Okay, Dr. LaTrey, do you agree with Coco's statement?
Yeah, I do. Uh, a man desires to have a woman to be his ace, to be his best friend, to be, his peace. And so for me, you can just say, listen, today I'm not in the mood to talk. And I'm okay with that. Or I'm a little busy and I can't handle such and much and I'm good. Just say that to me. I don't care if you send a pigeon. At least say that. Let it be known. And I'm just all about communication. So to tell your feelings, I know you may not process your feelings the way that I do, but just say, okay, I just need a minute to process this, or I need a minute away. And I'm
Okay.
cool with that.
So, guys, how do y'all think we should present our feelings, or like what is that coping for that mechanism for us?
I honestly want to know, James, how do you present a conversation to a woman?
How do I do what now?
Present a conversation to a
I
woman.
mean,
What kind of a conversation?
go ahead, Josh, say it again.
What kind of a conversation? Just, random conversation to any woman, or
No, like what we're talking about, like just say,
my feelings and stuff.
yeah.
I think it depends on the woman that I'm with and the length of time we've been in. As men, a lot of men don't want to admit it, but as men, we just, like Doc said, we weren't taught to communicate feelings for real. That's just not something that we're taught. I had to learn that over time, and it's going to depend on the woman that I'm with and how I feel she'll handle it. I've actually been with women who thought a man was weak if he expressed feelings. You know what I'm saying? And then I've been with women who wanted me to do that. I've learned for me now at this age, if I'm feeling some type of way, if I'm going through something and I'm with you, I'm gonna lay it out on you because I need your help to get through. And I need your help. Like that's I need that peace. So I'm gonna lay it on you. I don't have a problem communicating my feelings now. That's something I had to learn though as I got older. Because I didn't always do it. I kept it bottled up. I kept it in. If there was something wrong, I just went off into my corner and dealt with it. Whereas now, if there's an issue or if it's something that I'm going through, I'm gonna present it out there, and then just hope that it's not looked at as weakness because that's what I mean. It's I've been with those type of women, man. Ooh, you can't be running around here talking about, you know what I'm saying, something's wrong or you got an issue or baby, can we talk about it? And all that ain't manly to them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's got, you got to think about that on a case by case basis and the woman that you with.
Jay, you got a
I mean,
tonight.
I was
James got a thank you.
but no, in my case, I was raised by my grandmother, and it's to express my thoughts and my feelings bottled in. So I'm a type of person that if I'm having a problem with you, I'm going to express that. If a bad day or I'm having some internal issues, I'm going to express that. But then the flip side of that coin with me is if I express these feelings to you and you throw them back up in my face as like I'm weak or something, then that's it. I don't express nothing else. It'll take an act of Congress to get out of me what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling.
Right.
And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I mean, some women have to realize you do have men who know how to express their feelings. And usually when they stop doing it, it's because of a woman made him feel some type of way about expressing his feelings.
Right.
So,
It was looked at as a weakness.
But
And once that happens, once you see me and you think that I'm weak, like the one I said, man, that's it. I ain't gonna show that no more.
right.
I ain't gonna do that again.
And I think most times, especially for guys like myself that shut down, is because we don't we know how to share our emotions, we know how to share out what's wrong, but the problem is we don't know when to cut it. Like what I mean by that is that there's so much that you don't want to seem like that you're in a therapy session with the person you're dating. Like you don't want to make it seem like that person has to look at you and say you're always having issues. Like I have friends who don't tell their girlfriends anything anymore. Don't tell their wives things anymore because now in their head they're thinking, okay, are you stable? Or wow, you're super emotional, or wow, so there's a lot of, that plays in a male's emotions and how we handle it. And most guys, growing up, we weren't taught to share emotions. We were taught how to be providers, defenders, and that nature. Um, and since James and one of like my seniors, and they could verify the fact that nobody pulled them aside at school or at home and say, "Hey, this is what you do when you talk to your girl. You get all this." Nobody's doing it, right? So it takes a level of maturity and growing up of how to share out what needs to be shared out when it needs to be shared out. So it's not a sign of weakness. It's just a sign of I'm learning how to process. And maybe in that shutdown, I'm processing on how I want to have that conversation. I may not can have that conversation right now, but I may want to have it 3 days later. Maybe I just need to really process that, right? And I think most guys have that same mentality. So real quickly, y'all, once again, welcome to Motors with the Motivator. I gotta do some advertisements real quick because people paying for these and I don't want them to fight me. More importantly, if y'all could do me a favor, mute y'all mic because I can't shut y'all down for a second. Um, so got to give props up to this lady right here. Yeah, she's got a book out, y'all. It's called Faith Inspiration Project. You guys want to get this book. You can go online as an ebook as well. Make sure you support Dr. LaTracy McDonald. Y'all make sure you support her. Read that book, flip through it. Don't flip through it. Read it. Like really read it. It's an amazing, amazing book. If you are in the what area is that, Doc?
That's Gulfport.
Huh?
Gulfport, Mississippi.
What area is this taking place? The Black Authors Kid Entrepreneurs Authors event.
It's at the Outlet Mall in Gulfport.
All right, so this Saturday, y'all, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And Miss Purpose is doing her book signing there, and also Miss Langston will be there with her. I think her sweets. So want to make sure that we have you guys at that. If you're in that area, go support. You can go meet Dr. LaTracy herself and let her tell you a few things. Now, she starts snapping her finger and tell you to raise your hand and say something. Run quickly. James learned that last week. So we want to make sure that we acknowledge that, and we're so grateful to have Dr. LaTracy with us. If you're needing an elegant throne for your parties, your anniversaries, please reach out to Elegant Throne Rentals. Please tell Eric that Motivator, his cousin, sent you that way so he can get services done for you guys. Those are some great chairs. I use them for the Santa Claus gig. Build your business credit and true generational wealth. Keon Farmer was on the show recently, and y'all, this is definitely something you want to get your teens, have them read this, have them learn it, have them memorize it, because we're trying to build entrepreneurial wealth. I know me and Coco talk about this all the time about elevating others, young people to be business owners. That's why her godson has his own business, and I think she actually set it up that every business she does, it provides for her god kids. My mic is chopping. All right, I'm gonna fix it in just a second. So we want to make sure that we're fixing that gap of generational wealth gap. If you need a lawyer, Ronnie Rice is your lawyer to call on. 205-222-9815. Get Rice now. Make sure you reach out to him. Tell him that I sent you that way. You need transportation, reach out to simplytransport.com. Yeah, I promise you, we're going to make these a little bit better because James and I are going to sit down in a few days and make video commercials out of these, so that way we can kind of smooth through these. And we got a few more that we're going to do in the next half of the show. Last week's show was pretty long, y'all, but we got some great information. So I don't know how tonight's show is going to go because everyone is sharing and giving out some good information. But let's get back into our conversations. Panelists, you guys can unmute yourselves. We want to make sure that you guys definitely go and support Dr. LaTracy. This is actually the event that we're working on. The reason I can't be there because I have the pop-up shop here in Birmingham, Alabama. And so, but please go support it. We're working on doing a few more kid entrepreneur pop-up shops and events. So make sure that you guys support. Tonight's show, Anisha Mitchell, is about relationships and the gender roles, all those great things. Anisha Mitchell, y'all, the amazing owner of Crown Me Boutique LLC. A really good friend of mine in Coco, and I think Coco gonna act like it ain't true, but she know Anisha's me and her headache. We love us some Anisha though. She looked out for us, and so she allowed us to take over her boutique whenever we need to. So y'all go visit Crown Me Boutique over in Birmingham, Alabama. If you're in the Alabama area, go see her, talk to her. An amazing young lady that's making business happen. All right, so James, I got a question for you, man. I want to bounce off of something I think we talked about last week, but I want to get your opinion on. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're married, all right? Let's say you're married,
Okay.
and you're using the statement you're the man of the house.
Uh-huh.
Your boys want to go on a camping trip. They want to go out of town.
Okay.
What's that conversation like?
What's that conversation?
What's that conversation like with your significant other?
Um. So, most likely, it would be, baby, you know what I'm saying. The fellas want to go out of town next weekend. Um. We're gonna leave Friday and come back Sunday. Um.
Pause. Quick question. You around anybody right now?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. 'Cause when you answered it. You
We
answered
don't get
like you feel Jesus.
Well, no, I mean because it's I wouldn't I wouldn't say it in a like this is what I'm gonna do and that's it type of manner. I mean, but if I think that I would be with somebody that if I wanted to go out of town with the fellas for a weekend on a camping trip, that wouldn't be an issue. Um, and if she had something to come back and say, Doc, I would listen to it. I
I know
would
you.
listen
I
to
know
what she had to say,
you. Hmm.
and then we discuss it from there. But I mean, uh, I know for me, I'm not. I think it'd be okay because I'm not out here doing crazy stuff. I'm not out here running around a bunch of women and doing, you know what I'm saying? So I think the woman that I'm with would be okay and secure enough in our marriage or relationship to really not have a problem with that. And if she did, we talk about it. We discuss it.
I hear somebody call ID. You just told somebody a whole phone number over the Live Nation. I just want that to be known. Um, quick question, real quick, before I ask the question that Niche just uh, made a great point of. How many of y'all think that James woman had a good look
Hey, I
conversation?
tried to mute it, man.
How many of y'all believe that James woman had a conversation with him after the show? By hand, show of hand. Show
A
of hand.
conversation about what?
Even his facial expressions on good behavior this week.
There's a whole script in front of
He's
you.
so quiet this week, y'all. He ain't
A
got a whole lot to
conversation
say
about
this
what?
week.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't do a thing.
Look,
Like,
James,
I don't
James,
think that.
wait,
James, you made sure she was gone for the second week in a row.
no, not at all. Today I was busy though. You see, I was late because I was running around doing stuff. But I mean, no. No, listen, I am, as I said last week, she knew what she got into when she got with me. We talk, we have discussions. She fusses at me about stuff. Listen, we got it together. We got it together. Matter of fact, I can even put this out there. She got upset with me the other day because she said I talk too harsh sometimes.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I heard that and I listened to it
Did you
and
fix the problem?
I've heard that before. Um, it's not something that I try to do. I don't think it's harsh. I try to make sure my tones are calm and not excitable. I try to use good words. I try not to cuss. I can say it doesn't always work, but I try. I really do. So I don't know. That is something though, honestly, straight up, that is something that I'm working on because I don't recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And what I'm gauging is not being harsh, other people are. So I don't ever want to set out to hurt somebody's feelings or make somebody feel some type of way unless I'm trying to do that. Now, if I'm trying to hurt your feelings, then you're gonna catch all this smoke, you know. But but if I ain't trying to hurt your feelings or nothing, I don't want to do that, you know, inadvertently because I'm saying something in a way that somebody took as harsh.
Okay.
So I got fussed at y'all. Okay, I got fussed at about that.
Okay.
So I'm working on it.
All right. So Anisha said, "What if she mentioned she made plans for y'all that
Then we
week?"
said that. Then I ain't going nowhere with the fellas. We gonna do what the plans are. I ain't crazy.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, James, we're proud of you. Listen, we're proud of you.
Let me
this
tell you
week.
something. I gotta sleep next to this woman.
I'm waiting on your partner in crime to come back because I
I
want
gotta
to.
sleep next to this woman every night, and I do not trust women like that. So I ain't finna make you mad and piss you off in that state, and then try to sleep next to you or eat your food. I ain't doing that.
Right.
So I'm cool. Now, fellas, I ain't going.
I'll see you next weekend, man. Maybe then.
Right. Count me out.
I would agree with you, Jay, because for me, at James, hear your great answer. So,
Do something this week.
wait a minute. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing production stuff from the background, and we're trying to fix something. You're choppy to the person that just asked me that question, Jay. You're choppy. Go out and come back in. All right. Y'all, so for those that are listening right now on the streaming platform, we're live right now. You'll probably listen to the pre-recorded, post-recorded show. And so we're doing production stuff while we're live. So if anybody, I know we usually get our questions on TikTok, like what's happening? Why is it like this? It's because we have someone that does production stuff, but they've been on break. Hopefully they will come back. And let's bring him back. Hopefully they'll be back soon so we can get back to me just focusing and they can do all the background stuff. All right, so what's your answer to that? You fellas want to go out of town, and your lady, you got to go ahead and have a conversation with your lady. What's that conversation like?
I'm gonna go to my woman and I'm gonna say, baby, listen, do you have any plans for the weekend? If she says no, then I'm like, hey, we're gonna go on a fishing trip for a couple of days. We're gonna leave out Friday morning. We're gonna come back Sunday evening. Is that okay with you? If there is a problem, I mean, it could be something where she could sit there and say, well, you haven't spent any time with me all week. Now you want to go hang out with the fellas for the weekend. I'm gonna be like, okay, we have a problem. Let's work it out. Do you want me to stay? And if she says yes, I'm staying. I'll be my fellas. They can't give me what she give me. So if she got a problem, I'm staying with my woman.
All right. Ladies, your man wants to do something nice for you for the weekend. Wants to take you out of town. Wants to cook for you. Wants to treat you like the queen that you are. But your girls may say they got tickets or something. Your girls say, "I'm having a problem. I'm going through this. I need a sister moment. I need the sister girl circle, whatever the heck y'all call it." what's the conversation like? I'm gonna go with the married woman first in this room, Bianca.
First off, okay, me and my friend, my sister, okay, we gonna have our conversation on the phone, okay? Cause when my man got something planned, listen, sister, don't take it personal. But when my man got something planned, knowing this is something that he don't always do, listen, I'm sorry, baby, I gotta go with my man. I'm sorry. Listen, you could call me though, okay? Now I'm available for the phone call. But as far as coming over and let's just having our little, kickback so that we could talk stuff over, I can't commit to that. Cause I gotta be with my man. I'm sorry.
I don't even want her to call you. But see, we trying to go have
Say that, Jay. Say that, Jay.
we trying to go somewhere and have a good time, and sister girl going through her issues, she gonna call you and get your mood all jacked up and all that. I don't even want her to call you. Cut your phone out. I don't even
Well,
want,
talk your stuff, James. Okay, talk your stuff.
Coco.
I prioritize. So if my man need me, and he planning something, I'm definitely going with my man. And it's a time that you gotta separate the difference of hanging out with your friends and being with your man. So I definitely prioritize the two.
All right, Doc.
Listen, if my man playing something, I'm up. I mean, it is what it is, and I appreciate the sisterhood, and my sisters know. But and however you want to articulate that, I'm going with my man. I mean, it is what it is, and so my sister circle, guy, I'm gonna need you to stop laughing. But my sister circle knows that, like, if they man says, okay, well, I just want us to have movie night, then that means I can't even call or text in the middle of the movie night because anything can pop off. And I'm that friend to be like, get off the phone talking to me so you can go and do what you gotta do. You got biceps and triceps laying next to you. What you doing? But that's just me. I'm just grown like that. I'm not hanging with the sisters.
Right.
I think it's important that, like, first off, my boys, I love y'all, but I can see y'all anytime. Like, I can get off work and meet y'all at the spot when we can hang out. But that weekends for me and my girl. But more importantly, I think that there should be a time when you say we're gonna turn the phones off. No digital communication. It's just us. And I agree with James. Listen, your sister can't call you. Your homegirl can't call you because the moment you mess up the mood, we gonna have some problems. Like, this is why we're gonna have another argument, and I'm gonna have to call James to get some words from him so I can tick you off even more. But no, like, the conversations,
You listen to things.
conversations have to be had, and they have to be at a point where um there's a balance, right? So Friday, Saturday, she may just say, "Hey, babe, I just want to do something. It's Saturday night. Let's do something." Cool. All right, bro. So let's meet up at the park Sunday afternoon or something. We ain't got to go out of town this weekend. Let's plan out something in advance. Like, there's always compromising. So yeah, that is important. Um,
I know I've ditched my sister friends a couple of times. They be mad at me because they be like, "You'll never want to go nowhere." But listen, I
does
gotta
it change who
prioritize
you
my
marry though?
husband. Listen, I cannot. Okay, and then they'll get over it, and then we'll catch up another time. But they understand because one of my other friends, she's married too, so now she really understands like that time that you need, especially when your man is working and stuff like that. Like, okay, when he got this little break, that's us. Phone is on do not disturb. You call, leave a message, text me something, I'll check it later. But in that time,
Um, I was asked this question. It was funny. We were at the repass yesterday. Somebody asked this question to their friend, and they asked me to answer it as well. Is there ever a good time in a relationship to finesse the story in a relationship? Like, you know your woman don't like a specific friend. Do you tell your woman like when she asks about how your day was or what you did? Do you tell the full story? And ladies, do you tell the men the full story?
Oh, I'm gonna tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth because I'm not gonna remember the lie that I told later. So
Exactly.
I mean that's just me. I'm gonna be real with it.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, if you as a man and you with me and you don't like the fact that I have male friends, then we needed to have that conversation within the first 3 days of us meeting. Because that's just me. And then who I am as a businesswoman, if you got a problem with me the opposite sex, then you just should not be around me. Because I'm in an industry full of men. And so that's first and foremost. But never finesse, because you're gonna get the lie.
Right. That's what I said last week, man. I'm not good at lying at all. I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you.
You know for a fact that your significant other dislikes a certain friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know this for a fact. Like, do you share that with your lady? That, hey, went and met Mark for a drink, or do you just say or do you even have that conversation with your friends? Like, I need to find out why you and my lady don't get along. Like,
no, I'm going to tell her what I did because I can't lie. I'm serious. It's not. Baby, where'd you go? Oh, I stopped at the store and went. The next day when she asked me that same question, oh man, when I went to my mama house. I went over to my mama house. My mama been dead 17 years, and I thought I went to my mama house. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I ain't doing that. Listen, man. Me and the homie, man, we went out after work and got some beers. You know what I'm saying? I came right back to the house.
Okay. Let me throw this out there. You had mentioned, Josh, about if you're picking up and your friend don't get along.
you're in a verb.
What happened?
I can't.
I can hear.
Am I echoing?
You are echoing.
Say what you just said.
I said if your friend and your significant other don't like each other,
Okay.
you have to find out why if you're the middle person. Is it because you and that friend are a little too friendly? Is it because you have said, oh, me and my other friend, we have been intimate? You have to find out the reason why. Because sometimes your significant other can see things that you've never seen. And you just don't acknowledge it.
Or your ex could be insecure. My ex didn't like no damn better.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Like you have friends that you probably don't see for a very long time, but you close enough, like y'all siblings almost, like right, like you be like, oh, that's my brother, that's my sister, right? I remember one day I had this moment. I don't know. I won't call it jealousy. It was just like because the girl I was talking to at the time, she was like, "This is my brother," and I was like, "From well," because I done met your mama, your daddy, went to the family reunion, went to the family cookout. Who he? Where he come from? So that's why. And then for a while, I was always side eyed when she was like, "Oh, we're gonna get together for lunch, huh? Where? What time? What?"
right.
I'll be there. Like then,
No,
Josh, let me tell you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead, Dwan.
No, I was finna say I have a lot of female friends. I don't know why that's so, but it's true. I have a lot of female friends. And I have gotten to the point where I have come to the realization that if I ever get into another relationship, that is going to be one of the first conversations I have with whoever I'm in that relationship with, because that is going to be a problem because of the sheer number of female friends that I have. So I mean, you have to play the mediator. Well, baby, why you don't like this person? No, sweetheart, why this person? Why you feel like this about that person? It's you open up a can of worms if you sit there and start lying about where you been, you hanging with this person. Because I'm like you, James. I can't remember the lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess it up, man. I'm gonna mess it up bad. And I mean, it's with me. I have to have that conversation. I have to have that conversation because I own a janitorial company. So it's mostly women that are working for me. So I have to have that conversation because there's times I might have to leave here at night and I got to go to some building. Some lady is cleaning by herself and I got to go check on something. So things like that, because I have been in those situations. They're not fun. Okay. And the one thing about it though is that a lot of times women see what we can't. Because as men, especially with me, like there were times I didn't even see that a woman was coming on to me or a woman was flirting because my mind wasn't in that zone. I'm concentrated on work, getting stuff done and all that, but it was the woman that I was with that was saying, you see this woman calling you every night with something. This woman calling you trying to get you to come to this building every night because something always wrong. And this, I wasn't looking at it like that. For me, it was, something's wrong. Let me go see what's wrong. But come to find out, my lady was right. Yeah. So, I think in that sense, man, we do have to listen, especially when it comes to men, listen to our women, because it's not always jealousy. It's just that they're women and they know the little tricks and games they would play. So they're able to recognize it.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Another woman doing.
I'm with you there because I have two male friends that I have been friends with for over 25 years. And because we have been friends and the type of friendship that we have, if they needed me, they called, it didn't matter what time, day or night, I'm going to answer. And anyone who I'm with must be secure in themselves and know that I'm not going there in order for them to know that, okay, if they call, it must be a reason. And, there's no funny business. And I remember a situation not too long ago where I was out on a date and my phone rang. And it was one of my friends. And I said, excuse me for a minute. And I answered. And oh boy was like, what you doing? And I was like, wait a minute, hold on, pump the brakes. We had this conversation the first time we talked. These two people, they call, that's just like my children. If my children call me, I'm stopping the date.
Doc. He can't call you while we on a date now, Doc. Come on now.
Listen, we had not established nothing. He didn't even listen.
Doc, we on a date.
So
I'm trying to shoot my shot, Doc.
Okay.
He interrupting that.
Okay, listen. That's just like an emergency call from the kids because most times they don't know if I'm out on a date with somebody because that's the code. That's how we roll. Hey, I'm going out on a date with this such and such. Here's his license plate number. This is what he look like. This is where he live at. All the way down to his background check. Boom. I'm gonna send it to my boys.
Okay.
But if it's an emergency, and at that time it was, look, Juan like, but that's just the type of friendship. They my boys, and so they're respectful of what's going on.
Right.
But it's not disrespectful in any kind of way. At that time, it was a death in the family, and they were trying to get in touch with me. But other than that, it wouldn't necessarily be me just answering the phone because I'm out on a date. But do I understand that anybody that I talk to has to know from day one? Yes. I have two male friends that I've been friends with since childhood, and they're my aces, and they can come regardless.
I think that would, I can see that. I can honestly say that it would probably take more of me getting to know you to be more secure in that. Just because we're men and we don't, you know what I'm saying? Even though, yeah, he been your friend for 25 years, but I know that Negro done thought about knocking it off a couple times. You know what I'm saying? See, that's what's going in my head. That's what we thinking about. So your intentions are pure, huh?
Why don't y'all just ask the question?
Yeah.
Well, that would make it a lot easier, but men, we more complicated than that. We'd rather think up a bunch of falsehoods in our head and get mad about it rather than ask you, because I've done that. I have literally come up with whole situations that never happened and then been mad at the girl about it. Like, then come up with a whole scenario that ain't even, this girl ain't even thought about this dude. But I didn't come up with a whole scenario. Now I'm mad at her about something that ain't even happened. That's what we do. We complicated like that. But it's too easy. It's too easy for me to just ask you. No, let me come up with the story first. He was calling you so y'all could link up later on, huh? So you could tell me that you had to, so that's why he was calling you, right? And you know what I'm saying? Let me come up with a story, get mad at you, then later on I'll just ask you about it.
But James, the flip side of that is women do the same thing. Because they'll wake up in the middle of the night, look over at you, especially if you're at their house, and look at you and get mad and throw a pillow or something. Now, I personally know one of my friends is married who we were having a conversation earlier today about a significant other, a past significant other that they were dating. And we had saw them out. And, he forgot that his phone was on Bluetooth. He just having this conversation, and he messed up. He was just like, man, sometimes I just kind of remember that. And I guess she started saying his name. He realized it's on the phone. They got to the house. And the reason I know this because he talked to me about it. It seems like they had a conversation. He said, you have a flashback, Mom, but I would never leave you and never disrespect you, never cheat on you. So he said, okay, cool. Said they had dinner. It was all great. Went to bed. Brother said he was snoring and sobbing. And all he felt was a pillow hit him. And she's sitting up like this, like, what else you thinking about while you sleep? Because you slobbing, so who you thinking about? Women do that. And I just want to know.
But she did it for a valid reason. Like, she literally heard him talk about this girl.
Right.
So of course, and it's been just brewing all day long since the minute that she heard it. So by this time, she ain't.
But we done had a conversation.
Yeah, she mad. She mad at that point. Yeah.
But they had a conversation.
Why are you still thinking about it? Because this over here good. So why are you still thinking about that?
Right.
So, Josh, in that sense, man, listen, you talking about you dealing with a woman, okay? If she heard that, she ain't letting that go, bro. Like, that's just
right.
That's sensible. I can deal with that.
That fights her last statement about how they communicate and it's over. But
no, listen, because that's just a woman and their nature. They ain't letting stuff like that go.
Not until we get clarity. If we got clarity, we leave it alone. But if we don't have no clarity, it's a whole bunch of unanswered questions because you really hiding from the real answer, even though we already really know deep down inside. We know what the real deal is. But we asking you and you running around the question. Yeah, we got some unanswered questions. We ain't letting it go just yet.
Now you do have those women who are just off the wall crazy. Just back crazy. And I can say that because my first wife, and if she was listening, I wouldn't have no problem saying it. She was back crazy. There was a time, man, we going through the drive-thru, and all the young lady at the drive-thru smiled at me and said,
"Oh no,
is there anything else I can give you?" And she looked over and said, "Bitch, do you want to screw me too?"
Wait, whoa, wait.
Listen, and wait a minute, no, and then looked over at me and told me, "Do I just need to get out the car and let y'all do what y'all do?" Damn, baby, she just asked me, did I need anything? I don't even know this girl. You know what I mean? See, now that's crazy. You see what I'm saying? I got
would
look
be
at crazy.
That's crazy. You ain't dealing with a grown woman if she acting like that. Because a grown woman, we ain't pressed about no. She doing her job. That's what she's supposed to do.
I mean, cuss the girl out, and I got fussed at all night. I don't even know this girl. I don't know. The girl just smiled at me. That's all she did, baby. I don't know.
Jay, when you got home, did she use this statement? So what she means is there anything else I can get you? What that?
Yeah, exactly.
But James, you chose her. You chose her. You chose her as your wife.
That was my boo. That's my homie right there. Like I said, we come out of high school together and all. She was just sometimes, you know. Now to flip that though. You know, there would be, you know, I went to pick her up from her job one time, and one of her little male friends, you know, they did the little side hug, but that nigga held on like 2 seconds too long, and I went to cocking pistols in the car. Like I'm like, bruh, like okay, you know, it's supposed to tap and let go. That's a little bit too long. You know what I'm saying? So we was gonna have an issue.
What's the limit of hugs? Do you like?
Listen, let it go.
Oh, the turn hug. Okay.
That's it. All that and holding on, and look, then his hands caressing. That boy finna lose his life, and he don't even know.
So do you that way when somebody give her like the full hug?
Not no nigga, man. Not what he got for what? No, man.
No.
We ain't doing that, bro. Let me tell you something. No.
Coco, last week you mentioned that you and your guy don't technically have a title. So if you saw him hugging another female, not the church hug, but hugging up front, would you do the same thing James did?
Yeah, she gonna die.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm going in a relationship. They just don't want to say it. That's a relationship. That is a straight relationship. I understand that this is 2021 and we don't have titles and stuff. That's a relationship. If you ready to kill old girl because she held on a little bit too long, that's a relationship.
So
that's love in its pure sense right there.
So that means if you got
it's relationship.
So they got let's say the girl got a male best friend. Mm-hmm. What hug type are you supposed to give?
Let it go. Let it go. We ain't got
3 second side hug. 3 second side hug. That's it.
Wait. 2 seconds. Yeah. Like y'all agree?
That's
3 seconds.
Boom. 3 seconds
and let go.
No. 3 seconds is too long. Wow, that's it.
Ladies that are watching right now, what is the hug? Ladies that are watching right now, fellas that are watching right now, what's the hug rule? What is the hug rule? Because everybody's hug rule is different. I'd say 2 seconds. What's that 3? James, how long is it supposed to be?
Listen, 1 second, because at 3 seconds, I'm emptying clips. Okay? Period. That's it. That's it. 1 second. 3 seconds. 1 second. And everybody's scattering, I'm telling you. Because I'm acting a fool. We don't need all that. That's too much. What you need 3 whole seconds to hug her for?
Do you know how fast 3 seconds is?
Yes, 2 seconds too long. Bye.
Look,
what you need 3 seconds for? Listen, it don't take all that. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye. That's it.
Oh, it's okay to be the full hug?
It's okay. My bad. I'm sorry, Dad. You right. That's it. Yeah.
So let's say if I was to hug Bianca, but I'm hugging her in the brace like, hey, like how I'm getting these questions, these answers from James. Hold on. What, James?
At 3 seconds, Bianca's husband need to be busting at you.
All right, cool. Cool. All right. So Bianca, tell your male friends that can't be hugging on you that long. 3 seconds.
And you said your husband's in the military? Oh, he need to lose his mind at 3 seconds.
But listen, see, first of all, let me tell y'all how he is. He's a Marine, okay?
It's over.
Okay.
My dad.
First of all, I don't even put myself in them even type of positions because I've done that before. But the guy that I hugged, I literally used to date a long time ago before I met him.
Oh, so you got a second and a half.
Let me tell you, James. Let me tell y'all. We was at the movies, and I didn't even know that, like, because me and the guy, we were friends at the time. So when I seen him, he was like, "Hey, B, what's going on? Where you been? I ain't seen you in a long time, whatever." And my husband was standing there. He's not an insecure guy. Like, he's not no jealous type guy or anything like that. So, like, even if he does feel a kind of way, he's not going to show it or he's not going to say nothing at that present time. So my friend hugged me. Literally, my friend is like 6'7" though. So when he hugged me, I'm like hugging him like mid-weight, like his mid, chest because he's so tall. Let me tell you, listen. Let me get to the end of the story. So he hugs me, and me not thinking in the moment, I hugged him back. It wasn't no 3-second hug. It was more like a good 10-second hug, whatever, right? Boom. My friend it was 10 seconds too long, okay? My friend goes into the movie. We go into the movie. From the minute we stepped inside
10 seconds, everybody gone.
I got the cold shoulder. Let me tell you. I got the cold shoulder, y'all. When I say that I learned my lesson from that, just like because he completely like went off after the fact. But baby, let me tell you now, you can't pay me to put myself in that position.
First off,
it ain't no 1 second, 2 second. It ain't no seconds. I could dap you up. I could say hey, but hug, that's off limits.
So let me tell you something. So your husband is a very, very controlled man. Very controlled.
He is. That's why he didn't react.
At 6.5 seconds, I'm clearing the theater out. Do you hear me? Everybody's going.
If my brother did not start that conversation with you out your everlasting mind, then you went in fear for no life. Your life went in trouble. But if he just did, if he didn't start the conversation that way, he was okay. Because for the rest of the night, I'll go get an old boy to buy you something. You want to hug him?
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was.
You want some popcorn? Hey, old boy,
no, you ain't say nothing. You ain't tell him not to hug you. Call your friend. I said, okay, bet.
I got a major question for you about this too. Did you at least introduce who he was? Oh, you
was so wrong.
Oh, your husband is a very controlled man.
We're gonna take a break. Mute your mic. We're gonna take a break.
He is a very controlled man. I need to give that man all his props because I'm telling you, I would have lost. Y'all still be talking about it to this day. Man, that's a damn shame.
Very
Y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. People that are watching, make sure you leave us some comments. But we're gonna exit. You guys mute your mic. We're gonna announce some more of our sponsors, and when we come back, we're gonna find out where did Bianca lose her mind at, from the door or when she got the hug. All right, so because that story was coming, James flashed back like it was his woman. All right, so real quickly, y'all, we want to make sure we announce some of our amazing sponsors. Mr. Rodney Davis, Attorney Rodney Davis. Make sure you reach him at rdavislawoffice.com. Please tell him that the Motivator sent you. I guarantee you he will give you great services, 100%. And Bobby L. Davis, make sure you go to BobbyDavisLaw.com. He wants you to put down the guns and pick up a book. Y'all, this is important. I think Dr. Tracy would find that to be one of the most amazing statements that anyone can say. Listen, James and me, me and James in business, y'all. We're in the business of paying bills, our bills. So listen, we got a digital billboard advertising deal as well as a commercial advertising deal that is going on right now for $438.50. Reach out to me or James to find out more about this detail so we can get you rolling with a commercial. Nikhil Foster of Foster Electronics Electrical Company, plug in with Foster Electric Company LLC. Nikhil is an amazing mastered electrician. Make sure you reach out to him, let him help you get to the place where you need to get to. And of course, Myers Treats and Lemonade. Listen, my people that's been losing weight, going to the gym, or maybe you just sit at home and you want some good snack. Reach out to Stephen Myers and his lovely wife, and they'll get you guys right. They'll get y'all nice, chubby, and fat all over again. And of course, Beard Extends. Get Beard Extends. Let them help you fix up and get your beard looking good so you can go out of town. And after you do having Myers Treats, reach out to Tower Lifestyle, Lavonda Johnson. Reach out to her at lavonda.towerlifestyle.com. Get your detox, get yourself cleansed, get back on the right track of being healthy. And all after that, y'all, I'm just a bad instructor. Go to Hollywood Grill, tell that duo that the Motivator sent you, and please let them give you great services. I want to personally take out this moment real quickly. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. See if the graphics will come up for it. It won't. Okay, it won't come up.
Okay, what just happened?
During this pandemic, y'all, we've lost some amazing families and friends across this country. People have lost their loved ones. And I want to take a moment to remember them as we're nowhere near the end of this pandemic yet. We're nowhere near the end of coronavirus, COVID-19. But we want to take this moment here with the Motivator to offer our prayers and our condolences to families that are still dealing with the loss of their loved ones. And to those that have decided they don't want to take the shots, those that want to take the shot, it's your choice. But remember this, we want to open back up the country. Now, I personally have not had my shot yet. That's a personal decision that I have to make for myself. And just like you have to make for yourself. But remember this, we've lost too many people already. So please wear your mask, be 6 feet, have the hand sanitizer. To the states that are opening up 100%, y'all stupid. I'm just going to say it that way. We have to get to a point where we value our lives more than just us trying to get out and have a great concert or a great party. I can speak for James and Coco because I know it was one that we've had to adjust how we do business and what we do. With people, we connect with people daily in everything we do. And so does Dr. LaTracy. So we know the importance of life and being around people. So please, please, please keep those that are in your prayers that have lost lives, and make sure that you mask up and that you stay distant and you stay aware of where you're going. Large crowds is not always the good thing. I know you guys miss it. I miss it, but let's be safe. And finally, we have lost an amazing choir director from UAB, Dr. Kevin Turner, and my prayers go out to his family, to the UAB staff, faculty, and students. I've had the pleasure of being around him. He is like my spiritual uncle because my pastor and him are like brothers. And so y'all, please, please, please keep the Turner family in your prayers. And also keep the Juarez family in your prayers. On yesterday, we buried Kitty, and y'all, her mom is one strong person, and I love the heck out of her. So please keep the Juarez family in your prayers, and let's keep every other person that we know that is going through bereavement right now in your prayers. All right, so we're gonna get back to this conversation of she said, he said, he said, she said, he said, part two, relationships, gender conversation. I want to thank everyone that's watching right now and to these amazing panelists that are with us. We're almost close to the ending of this, but I have to ask Bianca, did she ever think in her mind that she needed a restraining order because she didn't introduce her husband when she was with you? I just want to know. So Bianca, let's get back into this conversation because it seems like James is not the star tonight. You are. So let's find out, where did you lose your mind? Where did you lose? Where did you lose your mind? And did you finally pick it up when he told you to sit over there?
Listen, I picked it up quickly when we got into the doors of the theater, because this happened in the parking lot. So when we got inside of the doors, I quickly regathered my mind. And I was like, fool, what did you just do? Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Because let's just say that friend I have not seen since that moment, and I have not spoke to that person. And yeah, I got my mind right. I'm telling y'all, because you can't pay me now to give no hug. Like, people, even in the profession that I work in right now, in the business that I work in right now, even guys, they see me, you know, they'll speak to us when we're out together or whatever, but you can't pay me to hug them, y'all. I mean,
forget the hug. You didn't introduce. That's what I'm begging about.
Because I didn't know how to. What I'm supposed to say? What I'm supposed to say? Oh,
one of y'all want to help out? One of y'all want to help out?
Am I supposed to say this? Babe, I just want you to meet this guy that I used to date along.
No, you say the name. Hey, this is my man, my significant other, my husband, my boy, whatever it is. This is so and so. You ain't got to go deep in whatever. Let them ask that question later. But you
listen, I made a mistake, okay? I own that mistake. And it never happened again, okay? I own it. I don't know why. I don't got the answer for that right now, okay?
Don't talk about now.
What?
Don't talk about now. Don't talk about now.
I ain't never did it again. That's all.
So to everyone else on the panel, do y'all introduce your significant others when you see one of your other people, they come up to speak to y'all? And how does their introduction go? Coco?
Well, my significant
man, can I tell a story, please? Please, yes. Can I tell a story? I need to tell a story. Yes.
Coco, finish your statement, then go to him.
Okay, we do introduce everybody.
I'm sorry, Coco. I ain't realized I was stepping on you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You okay? Everybody know who we are to each other, so we do introduce each other to around.
So that means a commitment, right, Coco? That means you're official. You just in denial right now. That means y'all official if you introduce them, right?
I was gonna say, I gotta ask this, Coco. If that's not a relationship, please tell me what the hell is, because obviously I done had it wrong.
We haven't put titles to it, so it's not.
So how do you introduce them?
This is Bay. Everybody know he Bay.
That's a title, Coco. That's a title. Okay.
Let me tell you, in a TikTok video, and the girl's in the car, she's talking to somebody. She ain't really talking to nobody. And she's like, I gotta go. My friend just got in the car. Dude get in the car and say, friend? Who the friend?
That's a title.
Yeah. You know, matter of fact, get out the car.
That was a YouTube video.
Then.
That was a YouTuber couple that did that.
Right. So, but that, man, you're in a relationship. If that's bae, that's a relationship. That's a title.
For sure.
Sit right there and think about that. Go ahead, Juan.
That's a whole title. No, listen. Okay. Now, this was back when I was married, and this is one of the things that contributed to me getting a divorce. We was at a funeral. My ex-wife's father had passed away, and we were standing up around the door. People was coming up where she was standing, which was in front of me, and giving her hugs of condolences and everything. and everything was fine. So this one guy walks up. I had no clue who he was. She gets out of line, walks all the way to where he was, which was a good 30 feet from where we were. James, this was a 5-second hug to a dude that I didn't know. And the only reason I didn't nut up was because I had my kids there with me. So I was like, no, not going up. And they stood there talking. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. If y'all just talking, y'all don't get so close that your boobs be rubbing on the arm or on the side or whatever. Y'all have some distance in between each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really. They're standing there talking, her boobs hitting his arm. I don't care if you got A cups or double D cups. You got space between that person that you're talking to, especially when your spouse is like right there. She never introduced the guy to me. She comes back and get in line. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? And I said it before I knew it. And then this is what she says very casually. Oh, that was my supervisor.
Ah, shit.
So we hugging and getting up close to supervisors, man?
Man, listen.
That's the
So, boy, I want to run up and boy, I want to judo chop him.
Bro, listen, kids and no
That was
kids.
just wrong. He lost her
Y'all,
mind.
Listen,
y'all, dad,
watch the movie with the motivator. Tonight is the she said, he said conversation. I'm stumped at this. I don't know what to say to you right now.
Bruh, let me tell you something. I did just let the kids
Who,
know,
me?
y'all. David act stupid real quick. That's all. Hold on.
Hope that kids go to the car. This church would have get renovation. The whole church would have got a renovation.
No, I mean, I'm showing respect to the family.
I got you.
Now, I may not have got shown respect, but I was trying to show respect to the family because they lost a loved one. His brothers and sisters was there. A couple of aunts was there. A bunch of cousins was there. I was not about to show my natural black behind in front of everybody. But oh, trust me, when we got home after the repair, it was 2 hours later. I think I was way madder than I was 2 hours later than I was when the actual event happened. And oh my God, man, listen, see, y'all don't know me a lot. Josh know me. I'm not a short guy. I'm not a small guy. Just to give you an example, I'm 6'8.5". I weigh 120 pounds. I'm a big guy. I showed my ass when we got back home. And it was one of them things where I got looked at like I was wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'm gone. Point blank up. But if the roles were reversed and I had done that, man, ain't no telling what would have happened.
Bro, let me tell you something. And you know, folks, y'all can call me wrong, but I'd have woke the damn dead in that place. Let me tell you something. Man, I'm talking about listen, I try to be respectful and all that, but I'm sorry, that funeral there'd have been turned out. We'd have turned that hoe out. Whoever was dead would have got up out the grave, because I'm telling you, I'd have showed out. You talking about, see, the whole I understand, running up and giving a hug, okay. But y'all standing there talking and your boobs touching him?
More importantly, why he went in line and just follow along with everybody else? You got out of line to walk over to, man, you're a good one. Listen. The big side of me, all that would have went away. I would have flipped that church over. It would have been called a new... I'm telling you.
And I'd have probably ran up in there and kicked the casket over and everything. Just mad. Just mad as hell. No.
I mean, my man, I am. This is what I am. I am a over controlled person. I don't normally blow my stack like that. I mean,
I don't
Josh
have
knows
control.
I'm
I don't have that
really a
control.
quiet person. I'm very reserved, and I control at that moment. I really did, and it was crazy. But once we got in private, oh, it was. I took the gloves. We were bare knuckle fighting in that damn house.
Them private sessions. I gotta be public with mine. I gotta be straight public. I gotta be on the news. I'm telling you, I ran over there. Kicked the casket over. Went over there and pushed his mama down and everything else. Just I'm talking about man just acted a fool in there.
Now, Coco, was you, as a funeral director now, would y'all replace that casket?
I couldn't do it though.
I don't need him kicking down my casket and stuff. Then he gonna cause more.
Listen. I'm sorry.
That's like that.
That scenario should be grounds for me to be able to act a fool. I'm sorry. I should be able to just cut up in there from that right there.
Better yet,
leave the casket out of
No, I gotta go kick the casket over because I gotta get news there.
Now, the only problem that I have with this story is that the Negro that's on here right now then walk his butt over there and be like, "What up, bud? How you doing? Move up. What bang your breasts on him. What's up? Move." So I want to know why you just stood there like you was looking at a daytime show.
I'd have threw a watch or something at him.
Hey! I want to make myself known. Hey, man, come back over here. Bring your little friend with you too. Bring your little friend with you. Come on. Then yeah.
No. Fire and rescue.
Not fire and rescue.
Okay, so I'm not a funeral director. I don't know if that could ever be my position, but having officiated a couple funerals in my day, I would probably fight you for showing out and disrespecting the family if I
Here's
know, the reason behind it.
That's fine. That's okay because I need to fight it.
Right around that relationship with the straw that broke the camel back.
It was.
I'd have went over there, kicked the casket over, probably went and knocked the podium down and everything. Just acting
a new name.
That's acting a fool through the church. Acting a straight fool.
Now it's one thing to like hug somebody like when you're like, fully clothed, or there's a difference when a woman wears a shirt where she's got her breast out and then she hugging up on somebody. Now that's a different type of scenario, because in my situation that I had my breast been out and we was hugging that long, it definitely would have been a problem.
You wouldn't even be on this call right now. You wouldn't even be on this call right now.
Bianca, listen here. Listen to me now. Right now, you just need to be thankful that your husband is a very controlled and good man and that he does not have any of James's tendencies. Okay. Because I'm telling you, y'all would be still talking about that to this day. Like, it's a shame James drove his car through the theater, running over people because his wife hugged the dude. James done killed 34 people because she hung one dude. So listen. And Juan, brother, y'all some good folks, man. Let me tell you, I'm not there. I ain't there. I'm not that controlled at all, period. I'm just not. If a dude looks at my woman for too long, any of my women can ask you. They'll tell you I'm trying to figure out, girl, what you What you looking at? Then why you looking?
That's why
That's
I
the
said
same when
I
it comes
learned my
to
lesson,
social
y'all.
media too. Men are very protective. They may not even like the post, but if they see another man commenting on something that they woman posted, then we have to be very careful with that, whether we had anything to do with what they said or not.
Right.
Because
Right. You post a
y'all
picture of yourself, and here come this nigga talking about, "Ooh, you look nice." What you mean, dog?
No,
What you mean she
no.
look nice?
Men can't have
What you
that.
mean she look nice?
I got a friend that's very, 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 very much married, right? She posted a picture. All I did was post, "Wow, you look really great," because
You was all type.
no, let me finish. I said, "Wow, you look really great. That's great." Her man comes back upon the comment, "Hey, bro, no." Her man inboxes me and says, "You good? You can compliment." Dude below me comes in and says, "Dang, hey man, you sexy." All I remember was the whole, like, my friend Sarah Beth was on here. She's watching. Sarah Beth does like this short message. No, she does like these long messages. Man, my brother did a whole chapter on this brother. Hey man, let me tell you something. First off, I call her sexy. That's my woman. And like he just went da 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 da. I'm like, but did we
Bro, it don't even have to be that.
it have to go that far though? Like your woman knew what she was doing when she posted that picture.
Oh, bro,
Give me some
listen
compliments.
to
I
me.
don't even fault my brother if he compliment, because at the end of the day, she coming home with me and I'm looking at the message. It'd have been different if it was like they was swapping messages privately in inbox, but it's coming. I ain't gonna get mad. I want you to acknowledge what I got, but listen, don't disrespect me. But I don't see what's the big, like, why does things blow up?
Let me tell you something, Josh. Let me explain this to you, okay? I don't know about other men, okay?
Didn't follow your
We ain't playing them games at all. So my woman,
If your woman posts a picture right now,
uh-huh,
you post, you look very lovely. You got an issue?
uh-huh. If another dude posts, "You look very lovely," yeah, I got an issue with it. I post a picture of myself. How do I look, nigga?
He said what he said, y'all.
Nah, you talking about she look lovely. How do I look?
That's why even now, like if I post a picture, I make sure that I post me and my husband, especially if like I'm, like dolled up going to an event or something like that. Like I make sure that I put him in the picture together, because I don't want him to feel like, oh, you got people giving him comments. My track record wasn't good from the beginning, y'all. So I gotta keep it, I gotta keep a straight line.
I'm talking to the fellas for a second. Wait. I'm just what up, Anthony Lovejoy? What's up? So I'm trying to understand this.
Lovejoy, it is what it is, partner.
I'm trying to understand it. So explain this to me, James, since one camera.
Come on with it.
Tell me that your woman posted a picture.
Uh-huh.
You got ill feelings towards the dude because he made a comment.
Absolutely.
Even if it was nice pic.
I tell you, nigga, comment on your mama picture. Get away from him. Tell your mama she look lovely. Don't come on. Don't do that.
Watching right now. Do y'all have a problem with that? Like, I'm serious with this. Like, I don't have a problem. I'm secure with the fact that I know that she's my woman.
It ain't got nothing to do with security. We ain't playing.
But what if it's a family member just saying,
huh?
"Oh, you look nice"? Like, what if we know the just be like, "You look nice"?
Well, if it's a family member, okay. Just make sure if I don't know it's a family member, then go tell your nappy head mama she look nice. Leave my girl alone.
Wait. You know what? All right, so I'm gonna put that back up again, because lady. So is it a flip side? Y'all got a problem if a woman compliments your man's picture on Facebook?
No.
If she continuously doing it, the hard stuff, and commenting it, then yeah.
Or
so
like
the
if
emojis
she's
is
like
a problem
hard
too?
eyes and hearts.
Wait, so the emojis is a problem too?
The emojis are different than
the
just
emojis gonna
complimenting
get you.
him.
The emojis gonna get you having. I'm coming to see.
Okay.
Emojis gonna get you fucked
But wait
up.
a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Jay, don't put you down there for a second. I need to talk with the ladies. We'll come back. All right. Let me understand this. So your man posts a picture. Okay. Woman posts, oh, you look real handsome. Strike one, strike two, or no strikes at all.
No strikes at all.
Coco?
It depends on who the female is.
Bianca?
It really depends on who it is. I say that because there's a girl to this very day, when me and my husband got together, he introduced me to her. And he told her who I was. Like, we're about to get married and all that stuff. Hush it, Josh. I know it's bad. What I did was wrong. I know. But listen, it's a girl to this day. And so she's sneaky. Like, she done threw him her number behind my back. Like, she now on Facebook especially, she'll be like, I ain't your friend, I'm his friend. I said, well, bitch, you blocked.
Whoa! Oh,
He ain't your friend no more either. So yeah, she was complimenting. Sorry, excuse my language. I know we ain't supposed to be cussing. I'm sorry, but yeah, like if it's a girl like that, like being sneaky or sending like heart emojis or like, you know, the little drip wet stuff like that, like, yeah, I got an issue with that. But however, if you just compliment my husband, I don't have a problem with that because I'm not insecure and I know who the man that I got, you know.
I've never been that female.
Right.
I mean, I've always remained a lady, and I've lived by that. If I do show my tail, the world would never know it. If you get cussed out, the world would never know it. I remain a lady, and that's just how I've always carried myself. And especially when it comes to my significant other, I have known, and I can say this on the air, my ex-husband was cheating, and I knew the ladies, multiple, that he was cheating with, and I still remained a lady, whether they posted pictures of each other on social media or not. I remained a lady because one, it's not only my brand, but it is me as a woman. And like now, he's not even in the picture. You the one look stupid. Uh, you messed up. You missing this good thing. Now you hungry. All that. So for me, I've never went to that lady. I don't have a problem with the female commenting on your picture. I don't care if a female does the emojis. I don't care. I'm not insecure. I'm not jealous. But will I put you in your place? I will. And I will remain a lady in that entire process.
Well, I sure learned something tonight, Dr. LaTracy, because now as a woman, like I've grown up so much from those times, you know, and the stuff that I've done, I've learned from that. So it's like now I just don't have the energy or the patience. I got too much that I'm doing in my life. Like, girls, now you can say what you want to say. I'm not going to go back and forth now. Before, yes, but now my sanity is everything, and I don't have time to entertain anything, because a man gonna do what a man gonna do. He gonna be who he's gonna be, and that's my motto.
Y'all
Ain't that
are
right,
some
Jay?
very
Ain't that right,
controlled
Jay?
people. Y'all are very controlled, and I admire y'all for that. I am not. Doc, I hear you about your brand, but them folks gonna be on the news talking about, y'all know that dude that shoot them videos? You know that guy to do that? That boy acted fool the other day because somebody commented on his woman picture. Like it's my whole brand gonna be out there because I'm just not that. I'm not controlled in that manner. I will lose it. And see, and just see, and my girl, and she like to post her pictures on Instagram. And see them Instagram dudes, they think they real slick. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch them cats be on Instagram because they'll jump in her DM real quick like, So I be watching when she posts her little pictures, and I start seeing them hearts and stuff, and she got like 4 or 5 likes. See, I'm looking at folks' profiles, trying to see what's happening, trying to see who liking and what's going on, because them dudes, man, they slick. And you know what I'm saying? And then they put the little eyes up, the little eyes emoji, where they be looking at something, nigga, what you looking at?
I want y'all to know, James and I, when we did this intro video, his beautiful girlfriend was with him. Don't shame me, okay? Was with him, and I had to look down at the ground because I didn't want no problem. I just wanted my video done. But I'm just telling brothers that's watching right now, he dead serious. Please understand that crazy man right there. He's so serious. I gotta look down at the ground. I look down at the ground.
All I'm saying, just my thing is this, man. Okay, I might let it slide one time, okay? But if I see she got a little fanboy, you want to keep throwing the little eyes up, the little heart emojis, and you look nice and all that kind of stuff. This is where I feel like I gotta step in and say something and make myself known. I feel like I have to do that, and she has not allowed me to do that on her job yet. But I feel like I need to go to her job.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa. No, roll it back. Y'all gonna act like y'all didn't hear that part.
She got a boy at her job.
Bruh. I love you, but it kind of a little insecurity there, bro.
Well, no, that ain't no security. Let me tell you something. I am not going to let the work husband outdo me, okay? I at least need to let that Negro know that I'm there and that he understands that I'm around. That's all. That's all.
So James,
I need to look the work husband in his eye. Just look.
So James,
look him in his eye, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one about 6'8", and that's the work husband. Do you still approach?
Say what now?
One is the work husband. He about 6'8". Do you still approach?
That chopper will cut down a tree, baby. I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about that at all. I'm still going to look. I'm going to look you in your eye, so we can talk about it and make sure you understand. You the work husband. I need you to stay in the work husband place. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna cause no trouble. I just need to look at it.
Wow. Once again, you watching Most with the Motivator tonight. The part 2 of She Said, He Said. Want to remind y'all we do not do endorsements around here. However, though, we will be live streaming from Not Necessarily Political Networks page for Lennon Malone's official announcement that he's running for District 7 City Council. I have to remember that. And of course, don't forget, Keith O. Williams is running for City Council District 6 in the city of Birmingham. Want to remind people of that. And I got to give a special shout out to the Honorable Mayor Walt Maddox for winning your 5th term as the mayor of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll Tide, and congratulations to you, my good friend, on that. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Juan and his camera situation over there.
Hey, my baby watching y'all. There she go down there. She commented. She watching.
Oh, what she say? What's her name?
There she go.
Can you a link? Can we send you a link?
There she go.
We need you in this show. Let me tell you. We got some questions.
Now let's see how well he act on this next one. All right, unfortunately, y'all, we're at our last question for the night or topic, and we're gonna let Doc bring that last question to it. And tonight we're going to I'm gonna put Coco on blast because Coco's gonna do our motives moment to close us out.
Hey, Love Joy, I love you, bro. Calm down. Calm down.
Just listen.
Just shoot out on this.
Your eyes are radiant.
Yes.
Your eyes are so radiant in that picture. You look amazing, okay? Keep smiling. All right, beautiful.
I got you.
Simply beautiful.
I got you.
Oh, dang, you supposed to come by my house tomorrow, James, to get you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. See? When y'all don't hear from Doc,
He's supposed to be over here tomorrow to get his shirt, y'all.
Okay.
Um. Hey, but James,
Yes, sir.
let me do this for a second. Y'all just look at her for a second. Let James feel some type of for a second.
Listen, my
Hey,
baby is beautiful. I ain't worried about all that. I know it.
oh, she said something.
He talked crazy, but no need. Thanks, Josh.
You welcome, sis. Because your man over here talking reckless. Doc, go ahead and give us the last topic for the night, please. Y'all, let's see if Fred's back.
The last topic for the evening is, why are you single?
All right.
Oh, I can't text that. Let me.
Wait a minute.
Oh, now you can't talk about that.
Wait a minute.
What you mean?
The only one that couldn't answer that is Bianca, because technically, she said always.
So okay, why? Okay, so the question is, why are you single?
Wait, before you answer that, Bianca, you're gonna answer past tense. Okay, be careful with your word because you're already in trouble about not hugging. Go ahead, James. Since your woman's watching and she taking notes. Go, James.
So I think I answered that question last show.
Yeah, but now watching. Yeah.
No,
he had no recollection of the last show.
I can be, and I don't know if this is the reason why I'm single, but I can be a bit of a dickhead. But in all honesty, though, that's really not the reason why I'm not still married. Because truthfully, I've first of all, I love being married. Like, I think it's the most wonderful thing in the world. The problem is that with my first marriage, we were just young and didn't know what we were doing. Period. The second marriage, man, there was just some things that either one of us couldn't get right. At that time, I wasn't the best husband per se. I didn't. I mean, I wasn't. I was horrible with money. I was, unable to provide certain things and keep the house together. And that, I mean, that was my fault. I didn't know what I know now. You know what I'm saying? And that wore on us as a husband and wife, which might have got her mind swaying and caused her to do certain things, or whatever. But I had it rough, man. I'm trying to figure this thing out, and it took me years to get it right, years to even be able to do the simple stuff, like just make sure the bills paid. Because I had a problem. I had a problem with spending money. Never had a problem making money. Like, that was never my problem. Just had a problem spending on any and everything. And I was the type, if the lights get cut off, it'll be okay. What? First of all, wait a minute. What y'all clapping for?
Because we be rooting for you, James. We rooting for you.
You see the last part she said, but he trying to be better.
Yes,
exactly.
That's
why we rooting for you.
See, she, like I told y'all, she know what she got into. I didn't hide it from her. She saw it, and she sees it. But I am trying to do a lot better. Like I said earlier in the show, I'm trying to get my mouth together and not be so harsh and not be so reckless. I do cuss a little bit sometimes. I try not to, but it happens. But to answer your question, no doubt, yeah, I was a horrible husband.
Anthony Lovejoy, man, love you.
Let me tell you something. Lovejoy normally go to bed at 7:30, so the fact he up now, we need to be thankful. That dude normally been asleep. But yeah, I was horrible, Doc. I was terrible. I really was. Like, I
only asked that question because she was on the show right now, because we did talk about it last week. You
And
know,
I mean, I've told her all the stories, man. It was, constantly having to move. I mean, I can't. My last wife, I can't remember all the different places we lived just from moving and stuff not getting done and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like really. And like I say, having money was never our problem. I've always made money. Just didn't spend it right. I ain't caring nothing about no rent being paid. If they put us out, we gonna go someplace else. Ain't no big deal.
Wow. Bianca, talk about the past tense.
Like being single.
Yes.
Bianca,
I was
how long have you been married?
for 11 years.
Okay.
So
I've
before you got married, though, what was that process like for you being single?
At that point in time, I was working on me. Like, I needed to fix me because I was dealing with some things on the inside that I just knew that I had to work out because I had my sons. Like I had to focus on being a mom during the time that I was single because I was never with um my son's father or whatever. So it was like while I was
Before you
single,
got
I
married, though.
enjoyed that life. Like I enjoyed not having to answer to nobody. I enjoyed getting up and just taking my kids and just doing whatever I wanted to. Like I enjoyed that moment. So that was a self-reflecting moment for me when I was single. And then when I met Anthony, it was like, okay, like my kids instantly adapted to him. So it was like, okay, we had been talking for a long time. So it was like, once we got together, we've never been split apart.
All right. Go.
Hey. So I'm still single because I'm still working on myself.
No, Coco, we got a title now. You said that's bae. When that's bae, baby, that's a title.
He's still babe, but we're still technically unofficial.
Dr. Trent's going to have a whole session with you after this show. Just know it.
But we both agreed to like kind of work on ourselves on some personal stuff that we both want to. But I mean, we vibe and we've been vibing for a while now. But I'll let y'all know when it's official.
Okay.
Say what? You let us know.
yes,
Baby,
you're
you
like,
didn't already let us know. We know.
One.
Exactly.
Well, are you still on time delay? Go ahead, answer the
We
question.
know already. Okay, Doc, I'm here to tell you, I'm a whole nother session for you for what I'm about to say.
Oh.
I know when I first got divorced, I can admit to myself or to anyone else, I was a broken person. I didn't believe in the sanctity of marriage. I didn't believe in the idea of love or anything like that because it wasn't anything that I experienced during the whole while I was married. So I didn't want to fool with females. I was like, to be honest with you, none of them was no good. That's just how I felt. And I knew I had to work on myself to get better. But I am at a stage where I am now where, yeah, I'm still single now, but it's more of me seeing red flags that's probably not there. That's probably my main reason not being booed up or having a bay, something like that. That's my reason why.
All right. Doc.
I'm waiting to be found. I have no problem letting anyone know that I am single and that I am worthy. Don't look like that, Josh. I don't know why you just look like that. I, y'all see him make that face? Um, I mean, I'm good. I'm successful and I'm a great mom and I'm taking care of my own. And if someone approaches and says, "Hey, let me get to know you," all that, okay, then I'm open to it. But if it doesn't happen, then I'm cool too.
Yeah. For me, um, I can honestly say first off that I'm just sick and tired of that. Right? Like you try to be the best for who you're dating, and you're trying to be great for yourself as well. And it's kind of like there's a collide there sometimes. So usually my cop out answer is I always work a lot, which is true. But I can't. I'm enjoying dating me, learning me. If I go out, if I meet somebody, that's great. But in this singleness that I'm in right now, I've learned a whole heck of a lot about myself since 2018. Yeah, 18 that have amazed me. Right? Like James learned that he's a psycho. I've learned that me, I try to analyze everything that in a relationship. And so I'm working on that. I also have a problem with bringing work into the relationship, which meaning that I'm great at separating if we, I've dated people that I've worked with before. Um, and I was great at separating the business hours from the personal hours. But there was conversations sometimes. Like I feel like I'm doing this show. Like I'm interviewing you, you interviewing me, and it scared me. So I had to take a moment to really learn how to be Josh, like relax and just have natural conversations, because that is the important part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
let me tell you
And
something.
Yeah. Read that. Mm-hmm.
and um, I'm grateful
I
for.
can't see the comments.
I'm not. I'm not even going. But no, seriously, I'm learning. No, y'all, wait a minute, chill out, because I'm looking at this clock and I'm trying to make sure I get all in. So I'm enjoying knowing me, but I'm currently at a place where I wouldn't mind being in a relationship, but I'm still learning me. So that person, whoever I date, they gotta learn I'm still learning me,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because I can't give everything out because I'm still learning. There's still some parts of me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so y'all, time as far as
First of all, wait. Hold on. 1
I
second. I got
really
one question.
go.
What book did you just read that out of?
No book. I'm saying me personally. Forget you, man. Listen, you know what? You be the first
Y'all,
one.
we know Josh, y'all.
Y'all going bye. Y'all on too.
Why you kicking everybody out?
Cause it's almost time for us to go. Listen, real quickly, I want to thank every single person that have been watching tonight. Thank you guys for those that are sharing, the comments, the inboxes. Y'all are killing me with these inboxes. We're gonna have to figure out something, because I got other guests coming on next week. But we're gonna try to schedule something to bring everybody back for these inboxes. Because boy, I ain't gonna say who, but somebody got some major questions they got to answer, and we're gonna have to bring it back on here. But time is far too spent, and we got to get out of here. So real quickly, I'm gonna let Coco give us her motives tonight. Give us that encouraging word or whatever's on your heart, whatever's on your mind, something that you want to leave people with. If you want to give a drink recipe, whatever it is, this is that time for you. Okay.
Okay. I would just say to everybody that's kind of figuring out with their partner, significant other, whoever you with, just make sure that you take time for yourself, love yourself, and so that you can grow with somebody, and that won't feel like you just rushing it. So it's okay to take your time. So take your time if you need to, so that you all can grow in perfection. Nothing's never perfect, but you can grow in perfection. Have a good night.
All right, so I'm gonna bring everybody back up so y'all can, because people tell me something they want to screenshot all the panelists so y'all know who to get on your podcast. I want to thank everybody for just watching. You right, Bianca. Yeah, we got a little private chat going on. Bianca, you're right. We should do this again sometime soon. But that's all the panelists right there. Thank Dr. LaTracy. Thanks, Coco. Thanks, Bianca. Thanks, James. Let's see. Coco got a podcast. Coco show's on Friday. James show is on Sunday. We're trying to get one a show, y'all. He's coming soon. Bianca don't need no show because she'll get everybody drunk and in trouble. And Dr. Turkey has a book out. She's an amazing author and business entrepreneur that's got some things coming up that we're going to talk about soon to come to the network or whatever. So all that will be coming soon. Y'all, I'm the Motivator, Joshua J. Raven. Until next time, take time out. Remember this. All you need is one motivation to make it happen. Nobody else needs to push it out. You got to push it out, and you got to be encouragement. To my panelists, thank you guys so much. Y'all, I'm in pain and I'm hungry. So I will see y'all later. Peace. And we'll have the audio up tomorrow.
Bye, y'all. I enjoyed this tonight.
Audio version will be up tomorrow. Video version will be ready whenever James decides to edit it. Peace.
Peace.
We're still live.